In the span of just a few short months, Kevin Costner found himself standing at the crossroads of two devastating personal and professional losses. On one side was the collapse of his nearly two-decade-long marriage. On the other, the unraveling of his role in one of television's biggest modern hits, Yellowstone. For fans, the question was immediate and unavoidable: how did everything begin to fall apart so quickly for one of Hollywood's most respected stars? To understand what went wrong, it's important to look beyond the headlines, beyond the court documents, and beyond the studio rumors, and instead examine the life Kevin Costner built, the pressures he carried, and the choices that slowly pulled everything apart. Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner's relationship did not begin under Hollywood spotlights or on a movie set. Instead, it began quietly in 1996 on a golf course, while Costner was filming Tin Cup, one of the most recognizable films of his career. At the time, Costner was already an Oscar-winning actor and director, known for iconic films like Dances with Wolves, The Bodyguard, and Field of Dreams. Christine, on the other hand, lived largely outside the Hollywood world. That first meeting didn't instantly turn into a romance. Life moved on, careers continued, and both went their separate ways. Then, 2 years later, they ran into each other again by chance at a restaurant. This time, the connection stayed, and their relationship began to grow. While Costner's personal life was unraveling, challenges were also emerging professionally. Despite the massive success of Yellowstone, reports began circulating about scheduling conflicts and creative tensions between Costner and the show's co-creator, Taylor Sheridan. These issues reportedly made filming increasingly difficult. Eventually, it was announced that Yellowstone would end after the second half of Season 5. Not long after, reports confirmed that Kevin Costner would step away from his role as John Dutton. Paramount reportedly remained uncertain whether Costner would even complete filming the remaining episodes. A reporter from Puck News explained that the show was effectively in limbo until a decision could be made about whether Costner would return or be written out entirely. Given how central his character was to the series, his uncertain status sent shockwaves through the industry. Naturally, fans began to wonder whether Costner's divorce played a role in his departure from Yellowstone. However, sources told People magazine that the breakup had nothing to do with the show. The issues in the marriage were personal and had been developing long before the series reached its final chapters. Today, Kevin Costner's life looks very different from what it once was. His long-running marriage has ended, his defining television role is behind him, and he is moving forward with fewer certainties than before. While he may now have more time without Yellowstone, insiders suggest reconciliation with Baumgartner is unlikely. Kevin Costner's story is not one of scandal or betrayal, but one of imbalance. It serves as a reminder that even at the height of success, something is always being sacrificed. And sometimes, by the time that realization arrives, what mattered most is already gone. At the same time his marriage was under strain, Costner was experiencing a major career resurgence. Yellowstone had become a cultural phenomenon, turning him into the face of one of television's most successful modern dramas. The show introduced him to a new generation of fans and made him one of the most in-demand figures in the industry. With that success came opportunity after opportunity. Costner took on more acting roles, more producing responsibilities, and more creative commitments. Simultaneously, he was deeply invested in Horizon, a massive multi-part Western film project that he had dreamed of making for decades. According to insiders, he became intensely focused on bringing that project to life. A source close to the couple told People magazine that Christine Baumgartner felt increasingly lonely in the marriage. She reportedly wanted more family time at their Santa Barbara home, but during filming, Costner was rarely around. His constant travel and long work hours took both a physical and emotional toll on the relationship. The source also claimed that Baumgartner did not want Costner to take on another large project that would keep him away from home even longer. While Costner was passionate about his work, his absence reportedly became harder and harder for his wife to accept. According to those close to the situation, Costner was aware that his wife was unhappy. He knew there was tension, and he knew the distance between them was growing. However, he still believed the marriage could be saved, which is why her decision to file for divorce came as such a shock. Another insider suggested that the overwhelming success of Yellowstone may have pulled Costner's attention away from his family more than he realized at the time. The excitement, creative fulfillment, and renewed recognition slowly shifted his priorities, creating ongoing tension at home that never fully resolved. After several years together, Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner married in 2004. For Costner, the marriage represented stability and a fresh start after earlier personal turbulence. Together, they built a family and welcomed 3 children, Caden Wyatt, Hayes Logan, and Grace Avery. Costner often spoke publicly about how important fatherhood was to him and how much he valued family life. The couple settled into a relatively private lifestyle, centered around their Santa Barbara home, away from constant Hollywood attention. For many years, their marriage appeared strong, steady, and largely free from public drama. But behind closed doors, tensions were slowly building. After 18 years of marriage, Christine Baumgartner filed for divorce. The announcement shocked fans and, according to insiders, deeply shocked Kevin Costner himself. Sources close to the actor revealed that he did not want the divorce and would have taken Christine back if given the chance. Once the news became public, Costner's team released a statement to People magazine asking for privacy during what they described as a deeply painful time. The statement emphasized that the circumstances were beyond his control and that the family needed space to navigate the transition. In the divorce filing, Baumgartner cited irreconcilable differences and requested joint custody of their children. While the phrase is common in Hollywood divorces, it suggested that the breakup wasn't caused by one dramatic event, but by issues that had been building over time. As more information emerged, one key issue became increasingly clear: Kevin Costner's demanding schedule. If you enjoyed this video and want to see similar stories about other actors, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Also, comment below and tell us which actor you'd like to see in our next video.